Good morning, you guys, it's Karen, and I'm talking about bronzers and blushes today. I've got a whole load of blushes to tell you about because I think I said in the last one, the good thing about doing smaller videos like this is I can tell you about more products. Bronzers, I've got 3 products to talk to you about. 4, I suppose, because I do still love the NIOD photography fluid, but I ran out of that and I said that I would not buy myself it again until I'd used up all the other. I've got a whole load of liquid and cream bronzers and powder bronzers and all sorts, so I need to go through them all and decide which ones I'm keeping or, you know, which ones I love or don't. So the first one I started using was this, and this is the iconic London, what do they call this? Sheer Bronze. And mine is in Caramel Glow. And I really like this, I have to say. I don't like it as much as my NIOD one. Oh no, I've not got tissue in here. I've got this cotton wool there. Yeah, I don't love it as much as my NIOD one, but I do really like this. And I've been using this for quite a while now. Oh, that looks really, it looks really dark, but obviously I've just put too much on. If I take a bit off, you can see. So I normally just put a little bit of that on my beauty blender and put that kind of on my cheeks here to give me a little bit of colour before I put my blush on. So I have been enjoying that. I don't know whether it's a repurchase or not. Like I said, I don't love it as much as I did my NIOD photography fluid. I prefer the packaging in this. It's just small and sleek and easy to travel with. I always say that and I think I don't actually travel that much. So I don't know why that's important to me. But I think you guys know I like things that are sort of smaller and sleeker. Then the Fenty Beauty. I've been really enjoying this bronzer. That's what I've got on my face today. And yeah, this is the perfect colour for me. This is in Shady Biz 02. So I really like that. I really like the packaging. I think it's really sleek. I don't mind spending a bit of money on bronzer because they last so long. You know, they last so long that normally, like with my Bare Minerals one, by the time I'm even a little way through it, they've discontinued it. Hopefully they don't do this with this Fenty one, but I do really enjoy this one. And a drugstore one that I've been enjoying. I've used this quite a lot. It doesn't look like it, but this is in Bronze Snow. This is the Morphe one. Compare them in colour, that'd be interesting. But yeah, Morphe Bronze Show, but this is in Bronze Vibes is the colour. Let's see how it looks next to this. I'm never sure the right colour to use, to be honest with you. This one's a bit orange, more orangey, isn't it? Well, it looks a little bit more orangey. I don't think it looks orangey on the skin, like, so that's what I've got on today. I like the packaging to this one as well because it's still quite sleek. It's cardboard. I do like cardboard packaging, and obviously a lot less expensive than the Fenty one. I would say this is a great dupe for this. Both of these stay on. They go on and they don't go patchy at all. I found a lot of bronzers go patchy on me either on application if I don't, you know, blend it properly, which I don't feel like you should necessarily have to do with bronzer, or like throughout the day. Like the Too Faced Milk Chocolate one, I love it, love the scent of it, love the colour of it, but it goes patchy on me. You know, sort of halfway through the day you can see patches in it. Neither of these go patchy. They're both really, really lovely. Okay, onto the mountain of blushes. Actually, I think these are mostly, is there any high-end ones here? I don't think there is. Oh no, there is, the Fenty ones, of course. Okay, let me start with, you probably were expecting to see these, but these are the Fenty cream blushes that I have recently bought. One is in Crush on Cupid and one is in Summertime Wine. So let me show you. I've got Summertime Wine on today. So these are the 2 colours. So that's Crush on Cupid and this is Summertime Wine. I don't think I love this Crush on Cupid colour as much. I just was like loving this, got so excited, and I saw this colour and was like, yeah, I'm going to get this colour. What I actually wanted was the bikini one, but they didn't have it in stock, so I bought this one instead. But this I love. I absolutely love it. I just think it's, you wouldn't think it would be the perfect colour being quite so dark, would you? I think it's coming up fairly true to colour on there. It's maybe a, you know, on camera, it's maybe a little bit darker than that. But they're just so nice. They're so nice. They don't like, because they're a cream and they're a firm cream, you don't get too much on you. You know, it's just that little sort of hint of colour in tone. There's something so nice about cream blush, isn't there? I like cream blush, powder blush, liquid blush, all kinds of blush, to be honest. But these Fenty ones are really nice. They last really well, beautiful colours, lovely little compact, really like them. But, you know, they are high-end and a high-end price. A really good dupe for the Fenty blushes would be these Morphe blush balms, they're called. And this one is in Mighty Mauve. That's what it looks like. I've got a mirror in there. I don't know why they need a mirror in. Have these got a mirror in? Crush on Cupid. No, I think this is going to be more like this one. Oh, yeah, I've got a mirror. I don't know why you'd need a mirror, but anyway. See, they're quite similar. they are quite similar. This one's a little bit more purple. I don't know whether that shows on screen, but I do really like this Morphe one, but I don't like the packaging. And I was thinking, because I didn't actually get it out to include in the favourites, and then I was like, oh, you know what, it is a good dupe for those. And I was like, why am I not including it in favourites if it's a good dupe? And I was like, because I don't like the packaging. And I thought, oh, that's really silly of you, you know, that's, but then I thought, you know, it's not. I think packaging is important, isn't it? You know, we don't just like the makeup that we're using, we like the package that it comes in, and it has to me, that's part of how much I enjoy it. And I think I really like this little packaging, and I don't, there's something about this Morphe packaging. I like their cardboard packaging, but this, I don't know, it looks cheap. It feels cheap, and it's actually quite difficult to open as well. You know, it's one of those that I'm kind of like, God damn it. But the blush itself is actually really good, and it lasts well. It's a nice colour. I just don't like the packaging, but it is a good dupe for the Fenty one. Okay, on to drugstore ones. Let me split them into, oh, actually, I've only got 2 brands, surprisingly. One, I've only just started using this, and I haven't tested how long this lasts, so I have to tell you that. But this is the 17 Powder Blush Edit, and this one is in Plum Blossom. It looks like that. It's a really, really pretty colour, and this looks lovely on. Did I tell you what blush I've got on today? Summertime Wine from Fenty. But I've worn this a few times, but like I said, I haven't noticed whether or not it's still been there later in the day. I need to test that out. Because it's not something, like, I'd really have to pay attention. It's not something I'll ever look in the mirror and go, oh, I've got no blush on, you know. But this is nice, and this is like so inexpensive. And you know, the packaging is okay. I prefer the packaging on this than I do on the Morphe one. Then, again, maybe not a surprise, this is Flower Beauty. So I have got this one in Peach Primrose. I haven't worn that much, actually. I have definitely worn it on camera before, but the one I wear the most, you'll hear me saying quite a few times, is Sweet Pea. Love that. It's just love it. If I had to pick one of my powder blushes, it would be this one, I think. And then I've also more recently bought this one, but I haven't worn this one yet, I don't think. Wild Rose. Oh no, I have worn it, but only once. Wild Rose. It's quite bright, isn't it? I can't remember what it looks like on. But I love these. Again, I love the packaging. Nice and simple. It doesn't feel too cheap. The blush is lovely. I think it looks nice with that little sort of flower, you know, rose. It's kind of like the Milani ones, but the Milani are in like big packages, I think, aren't they, from memory. It goes on really nice. It's not too powdery. You don't have to build it up too much. It gives you just a nice amount of colour. Lasts all day. Really, really like these Flower Beauty blushes. I hope you can still buy these because I haven't checked. Imagine if you can't. Then I've only showed you 117 blush. There isn't actually that many other blushes that I've got in my collection. I've got an Illamasqua one, which I do love. I don't know why I didn't show you that one. I do love it. It's in Lover. I suppose because I thought it's so old, I don't know whether they'll still do it. And I've got 2 that are, I know they're not cruelty free. I've got the NARS Sin one, and then I've got a Clinique one that I can't give it away because I just love it so much. It's got a brush in it, and I actually really like the brush in it. But of course, again, they're not cruelty free. So, and that's it. Then these blushes here, everything else that I've ever had, I've sort of put into that. You know how I said I've got 4 big boxes of makeup sitting in the cupboards. Although I've taken quite a lot of the blushes out to send to my mum now because I know she loves a blush. That's everything, is it? Blush and bronzers. Yeah, that's everything. I'll list all of my makeup in the description. Let me know what your favourites are for the year, and that'll get my shopping list going for what to buy with my Christmas money. I hope you're doing well, and I'll speak to you again soon.